Oh, he's getting up. Oh, hell. Oh, hell. With that tight smile. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka GeekXX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to the new anime series Solo Leveling. We're now on to episode 2, which is called If I Had One More Chance. First episode came in hot, okay? They wanted to make sure everybody knew what this is going to all be about. As I said in the last episode, I had no knowledge about this manhwa or the source material behind it, so my expectations were literally like just completely open coming into this. But after seeing a lot of other reactors, I think people were very mixed on what to expect. But so far, everyone is on the same page as me that we're really impressed with what we've seen, the graphics, the animation from the first episode, the way they really just pulled you into the world very quickly. We got a really good idea of what this world's about, how the magic structure is, how the tiered ranking works with all the different hunters, and a little bit about the monsters. Obviously, we only got a taste of them, but we definitely got a lay of the land, and we now know kind of where we're starting out in this world. And we got our introduction to our lead character, Jinu, who, from what we can pick up, seems like he's quite brave, but unfortunately not very skilled. And he got in way over his head in this last dungeon. We ended the episode on a cliffhanger where they are locked in this chamber. There are these huge statues is basically what they look like that are capable of taking them out in a blink of an eye. And so far, Jinu has narrowly escaped getting taken out once, but he's recognizing that things are not looking good because the highest ranked person in their dungeon has already been taken out. So we ended with the episode with him looking terrified. And of course, we are all on the edge of our seats wondering how this is all going to turn out. So I'm ready to jump into this episode. But just before I do, a quick reminder that I do a lot of reactions here on this channel to all sorts of good stuff, including other animes. So if you'd like to support me on this journey, or just to continue watching me on this one and know what I do more uploads, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And if you like this video, please show it some love, some thumbs up, and some comments below. All right, enough talking. Let's get into the next episode right about now. Yep, stay low. What were the commandments? Can we go back to those? Recognition. That's right. I think he did. Uh-oh. It's not too bad. It's just a flesh wound. Yeah, she's in shock. Ah, I was wondering. I'm like, B is like pretty close to the top. Right? Uh-huh. Okay, fourth. Big guy. Yeah. Wait, that's showing Jinu with fire. Oh, we got an intro. We're gonna watch the intro at least one time because I will probably skip going forward, but it also usually gives us some nice clues as to what might happen throughout the rest of the season. Tomorrow by Together did this leads. Okay, you better make your coins. Wow. I'm looking forward to this. Jinu's looking like he's gonna get pretty nasty with his little knife that was looked down on in the first episode. Did I see an eye in his palm? All right, we're in for some good stuff this season, if we get it all this season. Oh, is this his sister? Jina. Jinu and Jina. Oh, so the people who don't have the magics are jealous too. Sir, I'm gonna need you to calm down. Can we think? All right. I don't think you saw how fast that axe moved. Woo! Ah! Oh, he said short burst. Exactly. Y'all just... Because there's rules. Right there, the rules. So what does that mean? Exactly. No, he hasn't actually. Bro has been coming to dungeons getting his butt whooped for months, years. Of course he's not gonna give up. Revere. Yep. Didn't I say that the last time that all the people who got down survived? Revere. Meanwhile, Junie is like, I'm just laying down in the fetal position. I hope that counts. I mean, I would say that's all, but it's a step. Okay. Oh no. That's worse. I don't like it. I don't like it. Apparently this man does not want to meet his child. No. There's still 2 more commandments. Oh, he's getting up. Oh, hell. Oh, hell. With that Titan-ass smile. What do you mean you have? Y'all started to move. Praise, hands up. I don't know. Sing. Look at this shadow in the background. Is so creepy. I feel like you're going to get stepped on. I don't think he's that kind of guy. Oh, God. Why is it smiling so much wider? I don't like it. Okay, he didn't like that prayer. Sis, I'm gonna need you to stop screaming every time, please. Yeah, let's go, Jui. You can't heal none of that. Yeah, well, you should have thought of that before you got greedy. Nope. Wow. Oh my God. And for no reason. Homie was just like, because you're here. Damn. You might have to. Oh my God. This is actually terrifying. That's true. Praise and singing is a huge part of worship. Got it. Yeah, I'd be crying too. You see where greed takes you? Oh, sure, we get the one dead statue. Oh. Oh. So there's a limited number. I was about to say, you better dive. Oh, shoot. Roll. Ma'am, stay put. Don't make his sacrifice in vain, please. Oh, you did so well. You're the only one who's going to figure out how to get them out of there. Oh, God. Did he lose half of him already? Oh, thank you for sitting, you psycho. Is he okay? What's missing? Half of him? Yeah, I knew something was missing. There's too much blood. All right, just stop the bleeding. Yeah, she's tapped. That's... Oh, it's his... You didn't really, though. God, now what? What is that? What was the 3rd commandment again? I forgot already. An altar? Sacrifice? Mm-hmm. Prove your faith. So you need to choose someone to sacrifice. Is it really a sacrifice if all of you are hateful? You need to sacrifice someone you wouldn't want to sacrifice. If this game is not a kind one. The way they're all looking to him now. Maybe it needs more than one. Well, what other option do you have, guys? Yep, you all have to stand there. Ah. Got it. She visiting their mom? Is that a mana crystal? Aw, that's hard. Mm-hmm. He hasn't been wrong so far. Okay, I don't even know how many that is. I don't think all of you can leave. Wait, what? No, what's going on? Why are they coming? Why are they coming? Do we run? I think one of you has to stay. Red light, green light. The worst game ever? She needs to go anyway. There has to be a sacrifice, and he can't run anymore. Damn, he said every man for themselves. Well, they can't all I feel like... But for how long? You're gonna have to blink at some point, and you're gonna fall asleep. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Well, now you know not to judge people. Wow. I feel like you're all gonna be able to make it, except for you, bro. The two of you. How is he gonna get out? How is Jinu gonna get out? Oh, that's right. I was about to get mad at her. I'm sorry. I forgot that you were bleeding from like your orifices from healing. Yeah, unfortunately, if it's down to that, if she can't walk. I gave her the one. Damn. He said enough. I can't. Oh my god. Okay. That's not a yokata moment at all, sir. Can you even get life insurance as a hunter? I feel like it's the kind of job most companies aren't going to give you insurance for. Wow, you're actually rolling pretty well for only one leg. Okay, other arm gone. You did do your best. No one can say you didn't try, bro. Wow. Are you? Is it good? That's so much blood. Oh, haven't you done enough? My god. No one wants to die, boom. 2 seconds, you have what? Hold on, sorry, what? That went too fast. You have acquired the qualifications to be a player. Will you accept? Your heart will stop in 0.2 seconds if you choose not to accept. Will you accept? Okay. Well, hell yeah. That's it? You can't end it there. What the? They made that look like it was a flashback, but as we all know the rule, no body, no crime, right? So I'm gonna watch the end credit here because I'm wondering if this is giving us any clues. All right, well, guys, that was episode 2, and wow, we had a lot happen. We got to see the end of this dungeon. It really was kind of a dungeon that they were stuck in, and we see that the weakest player actually had the smartest mind and was able to figure out that the commandments were part of the reason or part of the way to get out of the dungeon if there was one. But we see that this dungeon was set up in such a way that not everyone was going to walk away anyways. There was no way for everyone to get in and all leave because the final commandment was that a sacrifice had to be made. So someone would have had to go, and imagine if the full group had been there, the debate that would have happened over who that person should have been, right? It's sad to say, but I feel like Jinu would have been that person regardless because most of the people on the team, while they liked Jinu, they didn't really respect him. And it's interesting, the dialogue that he had at the end when he was realizing it really was going to be the end for him, that he realized how hypocritical it was for him to, and for them as well, to act like somehow their lives were more valuable than his because he was the weakest one. Like, he had a family too, like he said. He had people who loved him and were expecting him to come home, but somehow because he didn't have a child, because he wasn't a parent, because he wasn't the strongest there, his life was suddenly less valuable. And yeah, like I like that he realized in that moment that he needs to stop this idea that I should be the one to die because I'm not the strongest. Like, everyone's life is of equal value, period. Every life is of equal value. and yours doesn't get more because you're in a situation that's different than someone else's. And it's sad that Juno didn't realize that until the end, when he realized, I really don't want to die here. Like, I'm not a martyr. I don't want to be a martyr. But in the end, that's kind of what he ended up being. But yeah, that was terrifying. That dungeon was terrifying. Like, not knowing, but that god statue thing was creepy as hell. Like, that smile reminded me so much of Attack of the Titans. Like, they just, oh my gosh, yeah, it was creepy AF. And they did a good job of making that whole scene skin crawling and just nerve wracking. But again, showing that Jinwoo, even though he, again, he's all of his skills, I think, have been assessed on his magical ability and the fact that he's not necessarily the best, skills as far as fighting, but his brain, like, you saw that my poor girl Jui, her brain just shut down under pressure. She couldn't handle it. She was literally in the fetal position for like half of that time. The other woman, I don't even know what her role was, but she was just screaming every 5 minutes. So point being, all those things happen, and Jinwoo, a combination of his past experience, but also I think that's just a trait some people have where they actually work really well under pressure. That's Jinwoo. Jinwoo's brain actually kicked into high gear, and that's like the leader said, like, you are the savior. Like, your cool head is what saved us. It was not our strength. It wasn't our abilities. It was your cool head and being able to figure out what was going on. Otherwise, the whole party would have definitely been wiped out. So yeah, it's a great skill to have, and it's something that I hope that Jinwoo going into this next phase recognizes is a strength of his, and he plays more into that. And it's funny, this really reminds me of Alice in Borderland. If you guys haven't watched that Netflix show, I really recommend it. It's fantastic. But the lead character reminds me of Jinwoo here quite a bit, in that he's the same way. Like, in life, struggling, but when it came to having a cool head in crazy situations, that's when his real strength started to show, and I'm seeing that with Jinwoo as well. So anyway, yeah, we saw that those were some crazy trials. We lost more people. The father, who's about to have another baby, well, guess she's gonna have to find another way to support herself and her children. But yes, he managed to get them all out. We see that there are limits to abilities. For example, Jui trying to heal or do her best to heal Jinwoo's leg. We see that she started bleeding literally from every orifice because she'd already healed him earlier as well, which from a severe amount of injury. So there is a limit, there's a cap. And again, I don't know if that's because she's a B-ranked healer or that's just like everyone, but it's good to understand more of these limitations that characters have in this show. But yeah, now we know that there is a limit. She reached hers, that she pushed herself a little too hard. We also found out that she typically takes lower level dungeons because she doesn't work well under pressure and she's scared. So maybe that's the other reason why she experienced that. Maybe if she was a little more confident or in her skills, less afraid, maybe she wouldn't have hit that wall. But anyway, but yeah, so we see that all that happened, and my boy realized that there was going to have to be a sacrifice. He misunderstood the last part though. Like, he didn't really realize that they couldn't all make it out. I mean, I think he was trying to figure out if there was a way for everyone to make it out. But like I said, once you see a sacrificial altar, like, it's never meant to be good. Like, sacrifices are meant to be painful because that's the whole point of showing your devotions, that you've given up something that means something to you. And so unfortunately, as we saw, it had to be Jinwoo because once he lost his leg, the idea of him running out was just not going to happen. And they were clearly on a timer. So yeah, sucks that he was the last one. But as we saw, he got an option. He was selected to be a player, and he had the option to play again, basically. If he didn't, then it would be the end for him. So we're getting into whatever this next phase is. I mean, I'm going off of the synopsis that I read. Apparently, the system has chosen him, and we'll have to see what that means and how that comes back. Like, is he going to get his limbs back? Is he going to come back fully healed? Or is there going to be other, is he going to have to adjust? Like, I have a lot of questions, but another great episode. Like, definitely kept me on my toes the entire time, and as usual, really has me waiting and ready for the next episode. And we have a whole week to wait, but I am very excited for it. So I enjoyed this episode a lot, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please show some love to this video, and I'll see you in the next one.